All right, what's up, party people? This is Uncle P, and I'm going to be going over the news events for this coming week, and then I'm going to go through the chart breakdowns. I'm going to go through every single chart to show you what happened last week and what I'm going to be anticipating on this up and coming week, okay? All right, so let's get started because we got a lot to cover. All right, so here we go. So first of all, on this coming week, I am looking at these news events. Please take note of them. Take a screenshot because this is going to be important. All right. If you watched my video on yesterday that I posted, I told you guys, well, I recorded it, just changed my hat. Never mind. Point is, if you watch the video that I actually posted yesterday, you'll see that I made one fatal mistake on a trade and it ended up costing me a small amount of pips. That wasn't the point. My point was I was trying to go for the absolute perfect trading week with 11 trades taken. And this was the only trade that I lost going into a Friday. Why? Because I got lazy on a Friday and I didn't check for news. Okay, so make sure that you watch these news event videos every Sunday before you trade, because chances are a lot of your losses are due to the fact that you are taking trades before news events, and that's why it's spiking. Okay, so here we go. On Tuesday, so pretty much you're clear until Tuesday. Okay, until Tuesday, AUD is coming out with their CPI numbers. You got the euro coming out with CPI and inflation numbers. Consumer price index is what they call this. I call it customer inflation report. How much extra you paying? Okay, that's what I call it. But it's consumer price index. Okay. And this is going to be for the Wednesday. And now they didn't list the time. They basically said it's going to be happening all day, which it probably is. As you can see, for the euro, they're going to have it on Wednesday, then Thursday, and several times on Thursday. So basically, the European Union have several different sectors to it, and so all of them are basically going to be reporting their inflation numbers. So just be leery of trading the euro on Thursday. Be careful, okay? The Swiss is the sneaky pair. I told you they don't come out with news a lot, but when they do, you need to pay attention. And that's the one I lost on because I failed to check that they were coming out with their non-farm payroll. And as a result of me not checking it, and when you check it on my FX book, they have it listed as low priority, but it wasn't low priority. It's important. Okay. So they're coming out with their growth rate. So make sure to be careful trading the Swiss CHF, not the Chief or Schiff. It's the Swiss franc. Okay. And then last but not least, the one that you're going to look for on Thursday is USD jobless claims. We are in the presidential election season. So normally this is not that big of a deal, but during the election season, everything is important because it makes the president look good. So they try to boost the numbers, try to boost the stock market up and make everything look good, regardless of whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. They all do the same. All right, now it's that. Now let's get to the charts. Okay, so let's go to the 4-hour charts. This is where I like to start. And as you can see, this was setting a double top for a high on the 4-hour time frame, same like it did here. It did make a move down, so it looked like it's waving. I do believe this may wave downward. It did its pullback, so it's doing its normal slant pattern, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant, pop up. But as you can see here, it's creating, what do we call these? Come on, what do you call those? Lower highs. Okay, so even though they're coming back up, it's still creating what? Lower highs. Here's the highest point. Here's the lower high. Here's the lower one. Here's a lower one. So it's basically working its way downhill. That's what it appears to be. Okay. Now, due to that Swiss news event on Thursday, it could have a hard push to the top, but we'll see. All right. AUD CAD. It created a basic triple top and dropped last week. It recovered a little bit. This thing can go back up a little bit. The overall trend is still up. So this push down could cause it to push back up a little bit to the top. We'll see how that goes. Now, again, see, here's a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and it's working its way down. So this one, it could retrace and pull back down to the bottom. This is AUD USD. I will take a look to see what the ocean wave is talking about because I like using the ocean wave during the beginning of the week. So, as a matter of fact, let's do a quick look at that now. Let's take a look. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Let me move this up. All right, and let's switch over to this one here. Okay, so I'm looking at AUD USD. See it pull back. So I'm kind of leery. We'll see how this goes. I don't like the way it looks so far. It could break up through here, but if so, I'll just wait and see for a second arrow or something. Because see, it crossed over to the neutral zone here on the 15 minutes, so I'm not feeling that one right now. It's not sloping downward like I like, so I'll wait for it to tilt down and give me another arrow on the ocean wave, okay? All right, but right there, it does look like it wants to come back down. So would I be a buyer of this? Probably not, okay? So either way it goes, I don't like it either way, so I leave it alone. Right here, this is where it left off, the AUD NZD. So that could give it a bounce next week, but we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at that one on the ocean wave. What did it say to do? And it called it smooth as butter. Golly. Okay, smooth as butter. Look at that. By the way, if you have the ocean wave system, put this one on your list. It's one of the main ones you want to look for. When there's a change of trend on this one, you definitely want to get in on that one because it runs so smooth and easy. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the next one. AUD USD. That one again. Let's take a look. The JPY has been very weak all week for the last several weeks actually. So as you can see here, it was selling off and then it bounced right back. So I will be very careful with trying to sell off this one. It is creating lower highs. I do see that. So if you're going to trade it, just be careful because anything can come out and this thing can spike and break up through the top. Okay. I just really don't trust it. Not because of the price action, but because of the one that we're talking about. And that's the JPY. It is very weak. Their government doesn't seem to have stepped in enough to make it have some stability. And so therefore people are still selling that one off. Okay. Same thing here. This one is just sitting in a little zone. So I don't see anything here that would fancy me right here, as you can see. And when it's, let me bring this over. You'll see it better. When it's doing this accordion move, it may come back down and then it could break out and retest this level here. Or up here to the 23.6. By the way, the tools that I'm using, this is the Sexy Analyst. They got all the tools you need and much more that I don't even have on here. But at a click of a button, you can add like your support and resistance levels, supply and demand zones, and I'll change the color just so you'll see an example of it. Okay, just at the click of a button, you got your Fibonacci's, you got your Fibonacci retracements, expansions. You can have both or just the Fibonacci's only. You got your outer and inner trend lines. You got everything you need in one tool so that you, at a click of a button, now you can see, there goes the support and resistance zones. Supply and demand zones. So instead of you drawing them up, it's just automated. And then once you click to a different time frame, it automatically calculates it for you so that you don't have to go back and try to redo them in levels. Every time you click to a different time frame, you got to redo your Fibonacci levels and this and that. With one click of a button, you can jump and it'll happen for you. Okay. I just don't put them all on here so it don't look so busy for you guys while I'm going over this with you, but it's very helpful. But as you can see, this is just sitting in a cocky zone. So realistically, I would leave it alone. Let's see what the ocean wave is talking about on this one. And as you can see, it's just sitting sideways. It's just flat, as you can see. So leave it alone. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, this one here. Ooh, CAD Swiss. See, that one popped up. And then you see it's trying to do a retracement because of news. See, same thing. That news got me. I'm so upset. I was going for a perfect trading record. This one here, because Sundays are typically trend trading days, this may want to retest this level before it goes into a drop. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay. Just giving you heads up that that's what it likes to do. It could do anything. Like for an example, one thing that did shock me. What is going on here? Give me a second. Okay, sorry guys. One thing that it did do that surprised me was that some of these pairs that normally only trade trends they at the beginning of the week, because price action was so imbalanced, it actually did reversals on the Sunday going into Monday, which was strange, but those are one-offs, and I don't want to write a rule around a one-off situation. But as you can see, this just looks weird, so just leave it alone if I was you. Okay, let's go to the next one. CAD JPY, same thing. Now this one here, I do think that the CAD JPY is also setting up like the Swiss JPY, which means it could come back down and then eventually do a breakout. So me personally, I'm not messing with it. Okay, let's go look at the euro. The euro is created lower highs. You can see that right here. So if it shows, and let's go to the ocean wave, see what it's talking about. Ocean wave probably called it. Let's see. Okay. See, when it does this, I don't like to trade it. This is when I leave things alone. Yes, it's creating lower highs, and I see all that. Now here, if we got in on the 15-minute, we could have made some pretty good money right here to here. That would have been 45 pips, but you see it's doing a reversal. So anytime I see something that I just don't like, we're supposed to go down, but then you get the neutral zone alert, just get out of the trade. Leave it alone. This is why I'll be telling you guys, get out of your trades. If things don't look right, leave it alone. Okay? Leave it alone. Get out. Don't keep trying to hold it. Now, this right here, what do I see? Me personally, if I was looking at this and I said, okay, a gun is to my head and I have to take a trade, what would I have done? All right, let me mark this up so y'all can see it. Okay, that's a level. All right. But then here's what I'm looking at right here. Okay, right there. Boom. All right, you see that? All right, so with that being said, with this being right here, what would you do with this trade? No, I wouldn't be selling. I would be buying. I think it's going to retrace back up. Okay, so be very careful. It may only go up a little bit, but either way it goes, I think it'll go back up and retest that level first before it goes down. All right, anyway, let's go to the next one. This one was heading down. Let's see what Ocean is talking about. Oh, this is another one. Put it on your list because when Ocean talks, it is perfect on this one. See, impeccable record. Impeccable. Okay, so put that one on your record. Ocean Wave still says this thing can go down further. I really believe it probably will go and retest a little bit, not a whole lot. So it may come down and test that level, or it may come down and test right here. Either way it goes, I wouldn't be a buyer of this one when the market opens. I will go ahead and do what the Ocean Wave says and see if it touches down to this level or retest this level here. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Swiss, I don't even want to talk about you. You don't want to hurt my feelings yesterday. So either way it goes, I'm pissed. Ocean Wave, did Ocean Wave call it though? And Ocean Wave did. Euro Swiss, put it on your list for Ocean Wave. Okay, Euro GBP, put it on your list. And let's go skip to that one real quick. I'm giving you ones that I know they run really, really smooth. Okay, no matter what any other pair, any other method of trading you're trying to do, Ocean Wave typically calls these things like nobody's business. Okay, now let's take a look at this right here. It was going up, going up, going up. You already made a good number of pips from this move right here to here. That was 36. Okay, then it bumped all the way up to here, 37. Now you're back down to 26. So this said, okay, let's go up further. But the very next thing you saw, if you watched it, you would have seen it hit the neutral zone. So what did I tell you to do? Get out of the trade. Change of direction is on its way. Okay, so if you're using the Ocean Wave system and you hit this neutral blue, see, it told you even over here, right there, get out. Why? Because it's going into consolidation. And once it does that, that means consolidation, change of direction. And it called it like nobody's business when the new arrow came in toward the downside. Look at that, smooth as butter. And you could have made plenty pips. You say, well, 26 pips wasn't a lot over there. Yeah, but look at this. You just follow it to the downside, add another 61 pips on there. You got about 80 pips in 2 plays. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, let's go here. EuroCAD. EuroCAD shot up and then dropped like a rock. Okay, what do I think it'll do? Let's take a look and see. All right, now I'm going to switch over here. Take a look at this sexy with the simplicity. And I would be waiting for an arrow, a buy arrow on this strong support level. I really would, because this thing came down so hard and fast. The first thing I think it'll do is not continue to sell off. I think it'll actually bounce up. It went too far, too fast, and created an imbalance. Now sitting on support with a double bottom, I will wait for an arrow. If you have the simplicity system with the sexy analyst, wait for a buy arrow. This is what it would look like. Wait for a buy arrow, and I'll be buying that one to the top. That's what I would actually do. Let's see what Ocean had said about that one. And that was EuroCAD. Okay, and EuroCAD, let's see. See, it shot all the way up. Look at this one. Boom, that thing maxed out at 114 pips. And then you hit the top, and now it started to drop midweek reversal. All right, let's keep going. All right, this one I don't like because it doesn't run smooth. And you guys who have the Ocean Wave know, I told you, anytime you see a setups like this, do not fool with it. I don't care what's going on. So therefore, leave this one alone. Do not trade the Ocean Wave with this because it's a raggedy trend, okay? Now let's take a look at it over here. And therefore, you'll see right here. Now, what do I think may happen next week? This thing, as you can see, it's just been an accordion. So it's ugly. So I wouldn't do anything with that one right now. It used to be my favorite, one of my absolute favorite pairs, but now it's not. Euro GBP, this is what I'm talking about. See that trend goes up smooth, goes down smooth, goes up smooth, go down smooth. I think that this is going to retest down here, but if it gives me a turnaround point to ride it back up into the sunset, you darn sure know I'm going to ride that. See, even Ocean Wave says a little bit further down. It says a little bit more, a little bit more. See, the arrow came in on the 15. So I'm telling you, this is one that I want to keep my eye on. If it comes down and retests and then gives me a turnaround point for a buy on this one, I'm going to take it all day long. Okay, let's move on to the next pair. EJ, told you this is what I was trying to warn you guys about. Let me move this out the way so y'all can see this. This is exactly what I meant with the other pairs. Okay, what you'll see, and let me go to just sexy by itself, so it's cleaner. All right, this is what I meant. You see this consolidation right here? You see how I consolidated? Boom. So a lot of people don't pay attention to this on the higher time frame. This is why higher time frames are helpful. So you remember I was telling you on the other pairs, the Swiss and the CAD JPYs. I told you the JPY has been very weak. So look what happened. It's creating the accordion, and eventually you had your breakout. Okay. So this could come back in the zone and then use it as support and retest this level, or it can come back down and come to the base of this. Either way it goes, I didn't like the setup, and that's why I said keep it moving. Now, let's see what Ocean said about it. Ocean probably said to keep on buying, and look at this. Put that on your list, which, by the way, I don't have it on mine. Any JPY pairs are excellent pairs to trade with the Ocean Wave, okay? They will give you the most profitability because they run the smoothest. Very little noise, as you can see. And if you would have got in here on this arrow, rolled it all the way up here, that's 350 pips. But even if you rolled it right here to the neutral zone, which is right to about here, that would have been 121 pips. Okay, Ocean Wave all day long for those pairs. All right, GJ, pretty much the same thing. I'm not going to tamper with it because the JPY is not giving me any reason that it has the strength to stop what's going on. And until the government steps in, I think it can keep on climbing. From here, that was 532 pips. But if you got out at the neutral zone, that was 155. So again, I don't know. I don't have any clue when this is going to stop because that's a governmental issue at this point. All right, this is GA. GA is clustering right here. I think it could bounce and pop up out of here. Okay, I think it can. I will be very leery on trying to trade that too early. Let's see what Ocean is talking about. Ocean is still saying it has upward potential. So therefore, I would just obey what the Ocean Wave is saying. Okay, I wouldn't go against it. Look at that from the 1 hour. See, still got upward potential. So again, it could do a breakout. So if you're trying to reversal trade, not me. It's still creating higher highs. See, here's a low point. Here's a high, higher, higher, higher. So I think this is just resting right here, and then it could break out and pop up through here. Okay, so that's my thoughts. GU, okay, this bounce, I knew this was coming. It dropped too hard, too fast, and then it popped up out of there, okay? Now, what will it do right here? It's clustering. Me personally, I wouldn't do anything with it. I wouldn't be fooling with it. I'll just leave it alone, wait to see for a good setup, but I don't see one now. But Ocean Wave called this one as well. Ocean Wave is just a masterful beast, okay? Which, by the way, GU should be on your list. If I can put that on mine. I got another sheet somewhere where I put these on there, but GU is another smooth one if you're on the use of Ocean Wave. All right, this one is the accordion. I don't like it here, and I don't think I liked it on the Ocean. And see, it's hitting neutral. See, that's why it turns blue. The system is built to recognize consolidation patterns. See, consolidations, okay? So once that stuff, it just start acting wonky, then it will give you the blue, get out, okay? CAD, GCAD, nice move on a smooth move. CAD pairs are good, CHF pairs are good, and JPY pairs are good, okay? So again, GCAD would be a good one. So I'm waiting for this one to flip around and say, okay, I'm ready to start selling, because once it does, and you can see it starting to show a little sign of it on the 5 minute, you can clearly see this is one of the setups. So I can see that it's slowing down momentum. So once this thing crosses on the 15 minute, look at how smooth it runs. I'm hoping that it'll give me that notification on the 15 for GCAD, and I'll write it on down. All right. That is GCAD. Let's keep it moving. But like I said, in the meantime, here's what I do see, which is concerning. This thing could hit this support level. So I do believe that this is what the 5 minute is showing. Hey, this thing is going to go down. So you could make some pips on the sell to the downside. Just depends on what the market says. But that's only about 10 pips. It could hit the support and bounce right back up and retest the level because it dropped way too hard, too fast. So if that's the case, I would expect it to come back up and retest first. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. G-Swiss. That's already created the double top, but because it's the CHF, I don't trust it, so I don't even want to look at it unless it's on the ocean wave. Same thing with this one. See how you had your top, your double top. It did drop, but then it came right back because the CHF is just weak in the knees, just like the JPY. And as you can see, look at there. See, look what this is telling you. It could buy. So what it could do is come here, and you're thinking that's the end of it, and that's that. And it could do a breakout and come up to this level here on the daily. So it could, oh, I'm sorry, not there. It's already reached there. Could come all the way up here. But it could come to this level first. Okay, I do see some resistance right here. So it could come to that level first and break out. So either way it goes, I don't trust it. I'm just telling you, I don't trust the CHF. Okay. All right. Now, this one gave you the triple crown. 1, 2, 3. This is JPY. So, yeah, you could take some nibble positions. See that? I think it'll pull this right on back up. I think this was just a Friday flush, and it'll suck it right on back up. So we'll see. Keep your eye on it. This is one just, all I can say is just keep your eye on it. It gave the triple top on the daily as well, so it's a good one to keep your eye on. I'm not going to lie. And this was one I wouldn't use a big stop loss on, you know what, because, I think it's going to come back up and retest this level, depending on what Sunday shows me, going into Monday, going into Tuesday. I'll keep my eye on it. This one could be one that goes down, and that would be nice because it is a triple top, but we'll see. Okay. But of course, Ocean Wave had called it to the upside, so we'll see. All right, this one here, same thing, just like the GBP USD, just like the GBP USD. It's constantly stuck in this little range. It's bouncing in and out of. As you can see right here, Ocean Wave is saying the same thing, so I have nothing to say on that one. I wouldn't be going after it till the thing smooth out. Okay, same thing here. CAD pairs that came out. CAD had news, and that's why there was a hard drop on Friday. Could hit a support level. Like right here, see that? Come down and pop up. So be very careful. Ocean is saying that it can also pop up as well. See that? Let's go to the 30 minute. You see that? Just pull back to the main wave, the green main wave. Could pop up and go back up. So be very careful. Okay? All right, now let's go to one more, a couple more. We're almost done. This is just USD Swiss. Okay? See that cluttering? This thing scares me. When I see this cluttering right here, just cluttering like it did over here, and this is why I don't bother with it a lot. You can get some inner trades when it's inside of here, but you see it was sitting in the accordion, then it broke out one time, then came back in the accordion, then one big move, and then it came auto. So it's cluttering right here. What do I think it's going? What is this looking like? Looking like it's going to go and do a breakout to the upside. So I think this one probably will break out. And it could come back up and test this level. So basically, I'm cool on it. I'm not sure. Anytime you're just not sure, then leave it alone. See, this is also saying the same thing. Ocean Wave is saying, hey, this is an accordion. If I had to take an Ocean Wave trade on this, I would definitely take that buy. I would take a buy on it. See, look at that. It's constantly telling you this is not done. Problem is, it's just sitting in a range, so you'll be holding it forever until that breakout happens. But Ocean Wave is telling me the same thing that my analysis is. All right, same thing with this one. This one is tried to go down, but it hit a support level already. I truly would be taking a buy on this one. Let's take a look at Ocean Wave. I'll be taking a buy on that one. Look at that. There you go. Told you. It ain't finished. Look at that. I would be taking a buy on that one. I think it's going to do a breakout. Right here. I think it's sitting on support, and it's fooling people, making them believe it's going to be a sell-off, but I think it's going to shoot up. Yep, that's a definite one. That's a Spongy Bob Squarehead. Definitely. a buy early in the week. That is a definite one. Definite. How far up it'll go, I don't know. It could stop right here. But if it doesn't, then it could break up and come all the way up to this level here. And I'm just talking out loud with y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying, well, that's a little too high. Shouldn't have went that high up on the daily. All right, let me move this down to this level here. I'm getting way ridiculous. At least to right here. Let's go into, I'm focusing on these candles right here. So it can go there. That's the wick. But let's go to the body. Right about there. You can see boom, 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 boom. So if that's the case, this thing can shoot up. Ooh, 82 pips. Oh. See that? All right, you can see it here where my marking is. Or even if we just do that level where it's saying right there. But either way it goes, my gosh. Whoa. I think I found me a nice one. A nice little winner chicken dinner. I definitely would not be selling this one. I'll be buying. I don't like that it's floating above the wave, that high away from the wave on there. 5 minutes showing that. But right here, see, this is what I like. I like when it comes down. See, every time it comes down and tests the main wave, see what happens? It tests the wave and then it breaks out. Comes down, tests the wave when it's real close or breaks or touches it, and then does a breakout. Now it has touched the wave on the 15 minute, so the next move, I believe, would be a breakout. All these are showing a buy. This is showing a buy. I know it's starting to show this sell, but that's temporarily on a pullback, so we'll see. But that will be a top target for me for a buy if you got the ocean wave system. UJ. I'll put my money on that one. I will put my money on that one. That one. Okay. Let me see something here. Oh, we had it. Let me check that. Yeah. That's a definite. I know you see the arrow. That's the fake moves that they set up to try to get you. Nope. I am going to be a buyer. It did go down. Don't get me wrong. It was right. The system was right. It did go down. It gave you some pips. So from here to here is about 19, 20 pips. But since it's going to go back into the trend on the beginning of the week, buy only. Buy only. Click for buys, not sales. Okay? Unless something else comes up that, gives us a different look. Maybe something different. Maybe you guys see it differently, but that's what I see, a buy only. All right, this one here, USD CAD. Let me check that 15 minute. I think that, again, this one could come down and hit that support level and then bounce up. But, man, I missed it. I ain't going to lie. I missed this one. I should have stayed in it. Let's go to Ocean Wave right here. We'll go to that 30 minute. Looking at, oh, no wonder. I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't the right pair. All right, let's go and see what this is talking about. Oh, no, this was not the one I was not looking at. All right, so this one did shoot up on that 30. Gave you about 90-something pips. Woo! And it stayed there, just telling you, hey, take your money. And then you had that CAD news event that came out on Friday. And what was the CAD news event? I forgot what it was. CAD came out with their retail numbers. And so when they came out with their retail numbers, I guess the numbers were good, and it gave you a Friday flush. So because it came down so hard and so fast on a Friday, I would, and just like the rest of the CAD pairs, I'll be waiting for a nice little double bottom setup and hit support, wait for the simplicity arrow to say it's time to buy, and I will take it to the upside. That's what I would do. All right, last but not least, go through the indices. Indices were looking like they did very well, and then they had a massive sell-off. So this one here is telling you that the NAS wants to go back up. Okay, so I would trust whatever the NAB is, whatever Ocean Wave is saying. I don't care how you mark up your charts. Trust it. And actually, I had blank chart marked this one up, and I had was in agreement. I did a naked chart markup on this one, and you can see right here. This was the Friday move. Okay, and you can see. It did right here. It did a breakout from the move that I marked up, shot up huge, double topped, and we'll see it from the 4-hour time frame. For the 1 hour, you can see here's the big move, dropped, respected the trend line, came up and retested, then it came down. I think it's going to come back up, and this is just a blank markup for me. I think this thing is going to come right back on up here. Right there. I think it's going to come back up and at least retest. Not much meat on the bone, not enough for me to be bothered with. But if you had to choose between being a buyer or a seller on the NAS, I would definitely wait for this to demonstrate correctness to me. I do see this, but it's the NAS. This thing can break up and retest this level because they want the markets to go higher. It's presidential election. See how that one bounced right on up out of there? See that? Hit that low, and then they said, no, we want this price. And see, I see this slant pattern right here. I think it's going to break up and go up higher as well. Okay, so just be careful. I'm just telling you, I think they're going to go higher. I don't think they're done. All right. Okay, you guys, that was that. I went through all of them, and typically for me to get through everything, that takes me about 30 minutes. We're 1 minute and 15 seconds over. So if you want my trades, by the way, because I told you guys yesterday, all of my trades, took 11 trades last week. I may not take that many this week, but we'll see if the market presents. But I had 11 trades. 2 were break even, which means nothing, and then I only had 1 loss. So out of basically 9 trades, I had 9 trades that actually performed and only lost 1. So I had 8 winners and 1 loss that I sent out to my copycat group family. So if you do want to join us, just go to our website, superezforex.com, and click on the copycat service, and you can be copied on my trades. Okay. Now there's 3 providers in there. You can pick any one of us or one at a time. It's up to you how you want to do it. You do have access to all 3 of us, Dr. Elvis, Miss Jenny, and myself. But, I was just sharing with that what I did last week on my performance. So if you guys just want to be copied on mine, or you just want to be copied on Miss Jenny's or Dr. Elvis's, you can pick either one, or you can pick all 3. Okay. But if you're starting with a small account, you always want to start with one person, build the account up, and keep adding people from there, so that when these trades are coming into your portfolio, that you're not overstretching your portfolio, because I took a number of trades, so do they, and you don't want all of these all at one time, because then if you have a small amount, it could blow your account, not because we lost the trades, but because you don't have enough margin on it. Okay, so that's that. All right, you guys, talk to you later. Have a good day. By the way, also, if you want the signal service, it's on the website as well. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and see you on the Insider Trading and on Wednesday's class too. Bye.